Keeping the same AI character across multiple scenes sounds like it should be pretty easy by now. Give the AI a character, create the next shot, and keep going. Except, that's not quite what happened. I tried creating a simple 5-scene cafe sequence, and along the way, my character changed her face. Other people changed completely. And at one point, the wrong person started talking. But eventually, I found a workflow that got surprisingly close. The challenge itself was simple. I started with this fictional character and wanted to build a short cinematic cafe sequence around her. She walks in, approaches the counter, orders a coffee, gets handed the drink, and then walks over to a table and sits down with her friend. 5 different shots, but there was one important rule. She had to actually look like the same person in every scene, because generating one great-looking AI image isn't really the difficult part anymore. Keeping that character consistent across an actual sequence, that's the interesting bit. My first approach was the obvious one. Describe the character as accurately as possible. Describe the new scene, and ask the image model to recreate her. Same approximate age, same hair, same general facial features, same clothing. And to be fair, some of the images looked fantastic. There was just one small problem. They weren't necessarily her. Sometimes she looked vaguely related to the original character. Sometimes it looked like her cousin had turned up for the shoot. And sometimes, I honestly have no idea who this woman is. And that's when the problem became pretty obvious. Describing a reference image isn't the same thing as actually giving the AI the reference image. Of course, that solved exactly one problem, because a real scene doesn't usually contain one person standing there by herself. Now, I had another character. The cafe environment, clothing, props, and other details that also needed to stay consistent. What I really wanted was a workflow where I could say, Image 1 is the customer, Image 2 is the barista, Image 3 is the location, and then tell the model exactly which of those elements belong in each shot. Because keeping one character consistent is one problem. Keeping multiple recurring elements consistent at the same time is a completely different challenge. And apparently, this is also supposed to be the same barista. Sure. Once I had a scene frame that actually looked right, I stopped asking the AI to reinvent it. And this turned out to be one of the biggest improvements in the whole workflow. Instead of asking a video model to create the character, the cafe, the camera angle, the lighting and the movement all at once, I created the image first. Then I picked the version I wanted and locked it. That exact frame became the starting point for image to video. Now, the video model had a much smaller job. It didn't need to invent the character. It didn't need to decide what the scene looked like. Most of that work had already been done. Its job was basically animate what already exists, and that was far more reliable. Then came dialogue, and this introduced a completely different set of problems. At first, I assumed the obvious workflow would be make the video first, generate the dialogue separately, and combine the two afterward. So I tried it.
Hi, could I please get a latte?
Absolutely. 1 latte coming up.
Thank you.
It technically worked, but the performance and the speech didn't always feel like they belonged together. The character had already performed the scene, and now I was trying to make completely new dialogue fit that performance afterward. That was the point where I started preferring dialogue generated with the video itself, whenever the model could do it properly. Native dialogue could look much more natural, but it introduced another problem. The model needed to understand exactly who was speaking.
It's burning, gas gears, 2 okay.
Ja, stairs, stabilizers.
Hi, where have you been? Oh, what a morning, don't even ask.
Yep, wrong person. AI filmmaking, never boring. And that taught me that dialogue isn't just about writing the correct words. Camera angle matters, prompting matters, And most importantly, the model needs to know which character owns each line. If I'm generating a dialogue shot now, I try to make the setup as unambiguous as possible. Show the speaker clearly. Make their mouth visible. Tell the model exactly who is speaking. Tell it who is listening. And don't give two characters a complicated conversation when one clean shot will do the job better. The less the model has to guess, the better the result tends to be.
Here's Linkside. Hi, where have you been? Oh, what a morning, don't ask.
So after the changing faces, disappearing continuity, and accidental ventriloquism, this is the workflow I'd use. Now, start with one strong primary character reference. Use that actual reference to generate each important scene. Create a few variations, choose the best frame, and lock it. Send that approved frame into an image to video model. For dialogue shots, be specific about the speaker, the listener, and the camera angle. And finally, assemble the finished shots with the dialogue, music, and editing. So instead of asking one AI generation to solve the entire film, I'm breaking the problem into controlled stages. Reference, frame, approve, animate, dialogue, edit. More steps, but much more control. And no, this definitely doesn't mean AI character consistency is solved. Secondary characters can still drift. Environments can change between shots. Dialogue can still target the wrong person. Continuity can disappear for absolutely no obvious reason. And occasionally, the AI just decides it's going to do something completely bizarre. Because apparently, that's part of the filmmaking process now. But compared with generating every scene independently from text and hoping for the best, this was a massive improvement. The biggest thing I learned from this experiment is that character consistency isn't really solved by finding one magical AI model. It's solved by controlling the workflow. Give the model an actual identity reference. Create the scene before you create the motion. Lock the shots that work. And don't ask one generation to solve every problem at the same time. That's what I'm going to keep testing here on AI Video Roadmap. Different models, different workflows, multiple characters, dialogue. And eventually, much bigger AI-generated productions without Hollywood budgets. Because what I really want to know is, how close are we to creating an entire consistent AI film without spending half our lives fixing it afterward? Apparently, I'm volunteering to find out. Here is the final version I came up with. I know it isn't perfect, but it is a start. Comment below what you think I should try next. Remember, like and subscribe to see more videos like this.
Good morning, welcome in.
Hi, can I have a cappuccino, please?
Sure, what size would you like? Here you go.
Thank you. Hi, where have you been?
What a morning, don't ask.